Live from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
We've been here about 35 years, so we've seen a lot. But this was kind of scary.
Some of you may remember that video. 20 years ago tonight, we were wrapping up more than 14 hours of continuous coverage of a storm that many of you will not forget.
Hurricane Floyd was in and out in a flash, but for many, it's a storm for the books. Meteorologist Jeff Edmondson has a look back at Hurricane Floyd for us.
There was nothing unusual about the genesis of Hurricane Floyd. It all started September 2nd as a tropical wave off the African coast, and as it marched to the west in the days following, it was a storm that Hampton Roads in North Carolina had to watch and brace for, and it did not disappoint in its fury. 7 days into its trek across the Atlantic, Tropical Storm Floyd was named. We needed to keep an eye on it, especially because of the weather event just weeks before.
The thing about it was that we'd had Dennis a couple of weeks before, and it had dumped some heavy rain. It was nothing spectacular, so we had the soil was saturated, and plus we'd had some other rain.
September 11th, 1999, Floyd has intensified into a major hurricane, hitting Category 5 status during its trip. It was beginning to steer more towards the East Coast that kicked preparations into overdrive.
The boarding up and packing up were well underway early this morning. Shop owners taking action to protect their property.
In fact, it looked more like a freeway interchange than the relatively calm waters of the Navy base. 80 vessels, ships and subs, tens of thousands of sailors all putting out to sea.
September 14th, people in North Carolina and Hampton Roads were nonstop ahead of Floyd. It looked like we were going to get the big one. The storm, at this point, a Category 4.
Good evening from Myrtle Beach. I'm Andy Fox, 10th floor, the Breakers Hotel. Built to withstand hurricanes up to about 135 miles per hour.
The first rains from Floyd started well ahead of landfall, rain falling on an area already drenched.
We've had 4 to 6 inches of rain in some parts of the area, especially northeastern North Carolina and the south side.
By 11 o'clock on September 15th, Floyd was ready to make its move.
Well, there it is. Just for the first time, we are now seeing the eye of the storm right there.
The rain pretty hard at this point. The surf has really picked up.
Alvita, we can really say that the winds have picked up considerably here in the last couple of hours.
Floyd roared ashore as a Category 2 hurricane, a far cry from the Cat 5 just days earlier. And to no surprise to Don Slater,
I knew that it would not have Hurricane 5, Category 5 winds with it as it made any kind of effect on our area.
the wind and tide from Floyd picked up during the morning and afternoon of September 16th, and rain like we hadn't seen in a long time.
Well, I've been covering the peninsula all day now out here in Newport News, and this is by far the worst flooding I've seen.
Newport News had 9 inches of rain, but Newport News and 9 inches of rain, you're going to see flooding.
To the west.
Route 58 passes right through the heart of downtown Suffolk, and as you can see, the Nansemond River has spilled over its banks.
Floyd was a quick mover, but it made its mark.
We saw winds gusting over 100 miles an hour, especially out over the bay, etc. So we saw some wind out of this. But again, the biggest effect was the rainfall.
By our evening news on September 16th, the storm was gone, but far from forgotten.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hurricane Floyd has come and gone. It's now a tropical storm.
But left in his wake more than 200,000 people in southeast Virginia and northeast North Carolina without power.
General manager of the Ramada Inn Hotel in Kill Devil Hills, who built the facility in 1985, says damage to his building is pretty much strictly cosmetic.
We signed off 14 and a half hours of continuing coverage at 6:30.
We are going to return to regular programming at this point, but we will be here. We'll cut into programming if anything important happens.
But a catastrophic danger from Floyd was still lurking.
This once was Union Camp, recently bought by International Paper. Today, it's a big mess. The paper plant sits idle, flooded.
Franklin was underwater and isolated from the world.
We didn't hear much about Franklin. We didn't hear a great deal about Franklin at all because of the fact that communications were dead.
Obviously, there's much more to the story in Franklin. People who still live and work there still talk about it. Andy Fox will have that part of the story tomorrow night at 6. I'm meteorologist Jeff Edmondson, 10 on your side.